Bubble boy.
Yeah.
Bubble boy. It's incorrect. Has to take steroids.
If there's one set of fans I would not with, it's the Bills.
Children, please. You got a whole life.
Yeah.
Let's buckle up here.
All I want for Christmas is for LeBron James and Serena Williams to have a baby.
Yo.
For science. Basketball.
She must have been on suicide watch when she saw Gronk dent that thing. We're all going to die.
Smash that like button or I'm going to get kicked out of the house. I can't pay rent.
Welcome back to Sports on Tap. I'm your host, James Lane, with my co-host, Kyle Johnson.
Hello.
Ryan's still in Aruba. He might have moved. We don't know. He might have changed citizenship.
Don't get confused. We record this episode a week later. Perfectly on time. We're not going on a trip next week. Don't worry about it.
So again, what is the future of the NFL? There's going to be a lot of movement in the quarterback situations.
A lot of movement.
A lot of movement.
What's all that movement back there?
So some teams are going to be talking about what they're going to be doing with their quarterbacks. First off, we're going with the Cleveland Browns.
You know what? I'll leave mine. Fuck it.
I said we're going with the Cleveland Browns. Baker Mayfield, he did not have a great year. Absolutely tore apart his shoulder, so I don't blame him totally on that. But the clock is ticking on this man.
I don't think they picked up his fifth year.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Did they?
Yeah. Well, he's playing again next year, so yes. The plan is for them to be riding him out for next year.
We have to.
So they have a quarterback for the year. But if he does not make any big steps in the future, then
The Browns pick up Baker Mayfield's fifth year option. You keep going.
So, yeah, Baker Mayfield, personally, this is it. They're not going to give him a contract extension this year. There's no way. This is a make-or-break year.
It started texting one of my contacts. So we're not. I mean,
we're going to go with yes, they picked it up.
Okay. I like this. I don't know. I actually think they move on from him. I think they try to trade him next year. I've given Baker. I have been one of those advocates. I've given Baker every chance under the sun. I've given him every reason to not succeed. And in my eyes, I was like, dude, he's got it. He's right there. But I just genuinely think it's a decision-making thing for him. I don't think it's really a talent thing. But like some of the games he loses, I'm like, damn, that was your fault. Like that.
He also
like
had
you know who he reminds me of? A really good example? Jimmy Garoppolo. Just a lot.
We'll get into him a little later, but
yeah, just a lot less flashy. Like Jimmy G is the fucking. He is so bland of a quarterback. Like watching him play, like it's just like you don't do anything super great, and then like his playoff performances, like you're not doing anything. Like you're winning. They're winning in spite of you, not because of you.
You know what he's going to be for the Browns? He's going to be their bridge guy. They're going to go after and try to get somebody. I wouldn't be shocked if they drafted another quarterback in this draft. I'm not saying first round.
I know who they go after right now. I'm telling you right now, if they go after this quarterback, they're a playoff team next year, 100%.
Watson?
No. I'll give you one more guess.
Rodgers?
Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew is what Baker wants to be.
If they go out and get Gardner Minshew, I bet you that I will put money down on it.
I have more
faith.
faith.
The Browns will be a fucking playoff team if Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew is
on
just
that
as
roster.
talented, and he's a better decision maker.
He's a guy I am appalled that he is just sitting back up somewhere, like
Behind Jalen Hurts. And
I would rather him than Jalen Hurts, and I've been adamant about that.
And I like Jalen Hurts.
I do too.
But it comes down to
But Gardner Minshew's a
decision-making.
dog. Gardner Minshew has done nothing but succeed, and the fact that he just gets pinned behind different whatever, like he's another guy. I think if we talked about it in last episode, that was totally last week, not 20 minutes ago. If Aaron Rodgers doesn't go to Denver or Pittsburgh, I think they go out and get Gardner Minshew, one of those teams. I genuinely think they do.
Well, I think the Browns should go get Gardner Minshew because
I think it's a great fit.
you have to give up what, maybe a fifth rounder for Minshew?
Not even.
You give up, let's say they give up a fifth
He
rounder.
is so undervalued, it's not even funny.
But what I'm saying is you give
Fifth
up
rounder,
a fifth
cool.
rounder
Right.
for Gardner Minshew. Now you have a quarterback battle. Baker Mayfield's going to be there for the year.
Now, exactly. It's the competition, and I think both of those guys thrive in that competition. I think
Minshew comes out on top.
I do too.
100% Minshew comes out on top.
I absolutely do. Gardner Minshew's stats too. He has I think his touchdown interception ratio was 40 touchdowns or something. He played what, one season or two?
Talking about Minshew?
Yeah, he played one season as a starter.
Oh, with Jacksonville.
I think so.
They did not win games, but that's because Jacksonville
it was
garbage.
I'm pretty sure it was 20 some odd touchdowns to almost single-digit interceptions.
It came down to
Like, it
once
was
again,
good. He was good. He played...
with a crappy team.
Yeah. Like, actually, he did... So, like, Trevor Lawrence this year wasn't awful, wasn't great. I think
Trevor sucked.
I think Gardner Minshew put up better stats.
He did.
And a worse team.
Trevor sucked.
Yeah.
He was bad this year. But
I mean, they have a lot going on.
I don't blame him.
Not yet.
Not to get on Jacksonville.
That could be a topic for another. Trevor Lawrence has got all the time in the world to prove himself, so we're not going to jump into that conversation quite yet. Gardner Minshew, however, did nothing but succeed. Nothing but succeed. And in the opportunities he was given, he made great reads, great decision making. He clearly can make all the throws. Like, the dude was a stud in college. Was it UCF, I think?
No.
Where was it?
Keep trying. Just guess.
I'm so bad with
It's
colleges.
Northeastern.
Fuck. I mean, excuse my language. Fuck. No. He was good though. Like he's a guy I cannot believe is as undervalued as he is, and I think he goes to the Browns. I think they go out and get him.
And I don't think, and it's for me with Baker, it's not like, oh, you just got to put the right pieces around him. This dude had Odell, Jarvis Landry, David Njoku,
a top 5 offensive line.
You had top 5 offensive line,
a great
Kareem
defense.
Hunt, Nick Chubb around you, and this guy
Coach of the year last year
couldn't get it done. And I get this year his shoulder was messed up.
Yeah,
but this is not his first year of it happening.
No,
he had everybody believe that Odell Beckham was washed up. That alone speaks to the
They're going to have to pay him, and I don't think they want to. I really don't.
Put Gardner Minshew there. Go get Gardner Minshew. I think that's a wonderful take. I'm so proud of you today.
Hell yeah!
Wow.
Look at that. I made Dad proud.
49ers. Jimmy G. He's done.
I cannot.
He
stand
is
Jimmy G.
so done. It hurts. We've seen it in the playoffs of the year they made it to the Super Bowl. We've seen it this year in the playoffs. This guy is just on winning teams, but he's not the reason they win. 2 years ago,
they win despite of him.
2 years ago, I don't remember which playoff game it was, but I think it was either the divisional round or NFC Championship. They won a game and he threw 9 passes. That's not supposed to happen. You are not supposed to throw 9 passes and win.
Well, the Niners...
Only college teams get away with that because then it's like, wow, they threw for 500 yards on 9 passes. How? Because the skill gap.
And Kyle Shanahan is I don't want to say underrated, but he's a top 5 coach in this league. He's phenomenal.
The game the other night where they beat the Packers, he had one good drive, and it was the last drive to get him in field goal range, so we'll give him credit where credit is due.
Bro, he threw no touchdowns.
Oh, I'm saying he had like 3 good throws. That's it. This is the credit I'm giving. The defense held Aaron freaking Rodgers to 10 points. We're talking about that bad man. That bad man. Aaron Rodgers to 10 points.
We're talking about that bad man.
And it's not like, oh, you know what, maybe if they just put some pieces around Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm going to list some guys. Have you heard of George Kittle? Yes, you have.
I have.
Top 3 tight end in the league. Realistically, top 2. Deebo Samuel, running back and wide receiver. This man is an absolute menace. You give him the ball, he makes magic happen. Brandon Ayuk, he's a young fellow, but he's out there.
He was good last year.
He was good. He's only getting better. So you're telling me Jimmy Garoppolo has real pieces around him?
That O-line.
Oh. I love the motions with the left tackle coming through and just absolutely bodying people.
Trent Williams is the best left tackle in the game.
Without a doubt.
No.
Jimmy.
Elijah Mitchell.
Oh, you have
probably the best rookie running back this year.
You have a strong. Is he a rookie?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Either way, strong run game. Oh, it's not. Well, your defense is letting up a lot of points. Nope, they let up 10. You have Nick Bosa.
Fred
Warner.
He was the most double-teamed player in the league, by the way. Fun fact. And he still got 15 sacks.
Secondary's rough, I will say that. But you have the pieces around there.
They are winning games in spite of Jimmy G.
Jimmy G, when your quarterback is your weakest link and you're still making it to the NFC Championship
There's a reason they went out and drafted Trey Lance. I think...
They went up and drafted Trey Lance. They were like, hey, Jimmy, we like you, bud. You're done. Get out of here. No.
So Jimmy's got 2 more years in his contract. He's a free agent in 2023. Yeah, 2023 he's a free agent.
Okay.
I don't know if they do anything this year because we'll see what happens. We're going to ride the wave. If they somehow fucking pull off a Super Bowl in spite of Jimmy G, I mean, I don't know. Do you move on? Do you really move on from a guy, especially when it's working? Like, it's not a talent thing for Jimmy G. It's the fact that when he is in my eyes, he is so unclutch. And here's a fun fact for, the day. He is 9-3 in playoff games where he has thrown no touchdowns. 9-3. You got to be fucking kidding me. I could throw no touchdowns for you. I could absolutely throw 0 touchdowns for you. I could go in there, get sacked every other play. I could put up those numbers.
The only saving grace Jimmy Garoppolo has to be on the 49ers roster next year is there's one of two things has to happen. One, Trey Lance has to die.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. That got me.
Or two, he wins Super Bowl MVP and has an absolute elite stellar game, and I don't see that happening. First off, I don't see them beating. I don't see them making it to the Super Bowl. I don't see them beating the Rams. But Jimmy Garoppolo, you can't get away with winning by throwing 9 passes or 10 passes. I don't even know what he threw last game, but clearly against the Packers, he is not the reason they won. He is the reason that they didn't blow them out. You put in, I'm trying to think, any middle of the pack quarterback. You know Kirk Cousins. You put Kirk Cousins, that's a blowout. And I'm not high on Kirk Cousins.
No. Kirk Cousins is, I've preached it a million times. He's like the 15th best. Probably like the 12th best quarterback in the league.
That's a fair assessment, but I've never been high on Kirk Cousins. But you give him good weapons around him, which he has. You put him on that 49ers team, blowout. It's not even a competition. Packers go home crying.
Bro, like I'm just looking
It does not come down to the last play.
I'm just looking at some of these like stats from him. So his playoff stats, hold on.
Jimmy Garoppolo went downhill once he started dating a porn star and got fat contract.
Did he?
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know. This was years ago.
That's fair. I mean, it's Jimmy G. The dude looks like
he's a stud. Absolute stud. Handsome lad.
Yeah.
Handsome lad.
No, not taking that away.
Handsome lad. Not taking that away. We're talking about his skills on the field. I will never forget when Jimmy Garoppolo came out after he left. This was the whole porn star dating and money getting kind of guy. He came out and said, yeah, when I was behind Tom Brady at practice, he was like, he thought to himself, I'm better than this guy. I applaud the confidence. But you're delusional. You are delusional, my friend.
These glasses have turned you into a
new breed.
An alpha dog today.
Alpha dog. Absolute alpha dog. But yeah, just Jimmy Garoppolo.
I think he goes.
He's done.
I don't know where he goes, though. So I think there's a couple teams that I absolutely need quarterbacks. Obviously, Pittsburgh, Denver.
Basically, whoever doesn't get Aaron Rodgers, they're like, okay, Jimmy, come here.
I don't even think I would rather Gardner Minshew if I'm one of those teams. I would love to see Gardner Minshew on the Browns, but I would take Minshew over Garoppolo 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah, well, one contract-wise, without a doubt. Well, you still have to pay Jimmy G $27 million to throw the ball 9 times and complete 6 of them.
That's the thing, too. Imagine what the Niners could do with that money. And actually, they're probably thinking that. Now that I think about it, they're probably going, man, that's $28 million I could throw into the secondary.
Nick Bosa's going to be needing some money soon.
That's the thing. People are going to have
Fred
to get
Warner,
paid.
I don't think he's gotten a big payday yet.
I actually think, now that I'm thinking money-wise, I think 100% Jimmy G's gone. I don't know where he goes.
Oh, yeah, that's why I didn't know why you think they're going to hold on to him to go sit the bench.
I don't know if he would sit. Trey Lance is still a work in progress.
And I'm not, you don't trade
But Trey Lance can throw fucking 9 passes a game.
And he's more athletic than Jimmy G, and he's definitely more durable.
And he can run. Actually, I'm thinking of all the play action, all that.
Yes. I said it since they drafted him.
All the Colin Kaepernick stuff they used to do.
I said it once they drafted him. Oh, he will do better with... Kyle Shanahan will have more use with Trey Lance than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Actually, now that I'm really getting into
without
this,
a doubt. 100%.
That's going to be a very scary team. Especially if Trey Lance can actually prove he can,
And I'm not high on Trey Lance. But
I think the 49ers do a ton of random shit.
He fits that offense way better than Jimmy Garoppolo. And I applaud them for not forcing him in there because the people today are like...
I preach patience with these people.
Well, with the NFL nowadays, you go back 10 years, 10 years, whatever. Okay, we drafted a guy in the first round. We're going to sit him for a year or two. Now it's like, hey, let's go. I don't care if you just played college football. You are now going to be a professional. You're going to be the face of this franchise. You're doing it now.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. And I know not all the time. There are sometimes guys have to be thrown in there. Like Justin Herbert. Last year, Tyrod Taylor's lung was punctured. Yeah, you have to play. Tyrod can't play with that.
No.
And he thrived. Some guys can do it, but some guys take time to
But that was natural. That was that's like a what's a good example? That's like the when you're looking for a relationship for like forever, for however long, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know what? I'm going to focus on me. Fuck it. And then 2 weeks later, just stumbled right into the relationship you've been looking for this whole time.
You were forced.
That is, you weren't forced. It was natural.
Naturally.
That was Justin.
It happened.
Herbert. He was just, he's like, hello.
Where with Trey Lance, it's like you didn't have to do that because you had Jimmy G.
And it's smart, actually. I preach it a lot more with NBA players, but I think it's the same concept with football players. I think we're way too quick to jump the gun.
I think it's more
Way too
quarterbacks
quick.
because I think there's some guys. Look at
quarterbacks,
Jamar
yes.
Chase right off the rip. Of course, boom, he's playing wide receiver. I think the transition's not as big of a gap.
He also, don't forget, he's playing with his quarterback.
I get that, but what I'm saying is, for the quarterback position, there's a much bigger skill set that you have to learn going from college to professional.
Yeah.
Where a running back, hey, I need you to run through. See that hole? Run through it. And clearly, it's more in depth than that. It's more in depth than that. But I'm talking skill set wise, like reading defenses.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It helps when quarterbacks have a bigger jump in what they need to learn from college to pros. Jimmy G's gone. Where he goes, I think basically whoever doesn't get Aaron Rodgers.
That's fair.
I think that's 100% what happens. Like Tom's gonna be like, we did get Aaron. Jimmy, Jimmy, come here.
Well, a team's gonna want to trade for him, and then with the hopes that he pans out and they can sign him again, because he is making $27 million and his contract is up.
You know who I think would love to have him again, and I think Josh McDaniels. Not on the Patriots though. I want Josh.
The Colts.
Oh, but they got Carson Wentz.
They already have opened to. They're like, they basically have committed to the fact that they're probably done with Wentz.
Oh, then yeah, I think
they've came out and said the Band-Aid that they have at quarterback. That's the exact words they use, the Band-Aid.
The biggest problem with Jimmy G is just the price tag. The 49ers would have to be open to taking some of the hits still.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they would be though, because they don't got to pay anybody yet.
You know who I think would be open to it? Just thinking of it.
I'm thinking that I like the Colts actually.
Maybe Houston.
Maybe Houston.
They have so many other problems, though.
Yeah, Houston's just a dumping ground. Houston might just take him on just to be like, cool.
They might get a draft pick out of it.
That's, yeah.
Give us a second in Jimmy. Give us a third in Jimmy. Maybe he's our guy.
That's actually really not a bad idea.
Jimmy Garoppolo to Houston.
I like that take. Jimmy G to Houston. Let him rot away in Houston.
Absolutely. Goodbye.
Hey,
See
buddy,
you later.
listen, I know Deshaun had his troubles with... Actually, I don't even know. That might be a different thing, because I don't know if he's getting...
Deshaun still wants to get traded. So
is
if
he getting paid? Because now it's a money thing. Now you can't have two...
Well, you're going to trade Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson's already demanding a trade. If he comes out innocent, that's a whole topic for another day once that gets revamped.
Yeah, but he won't get... He'd have to get traded first, and then Jimmy G would have to get traded after. It'd have to be two separate trades. Because Deshaun...
You act like that's a ridiculous thing to request.
It's not. I'm just saying it's the hurdle for this to happen is there's more.
It's not easy.
It's not easy being cheesy, no.
No, not at all. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. What else we got?
I mean, we've got to talk about Steelers, what they should be doing. It's either Aaron Rodgers or Jimmy
It ain't Mason
Garoppolo.
Rudolph.
It ain't Mason Rudolph. Ain't Mason Rudolph. Not one
I also don't
bit.
know. I don't know anything about this draft class upcoming. Like, as far as like quarterbacks, I haven't heard.
It's not a strong one.
I have not heard a lot. Like last year, I remember hearing everybody's name.
Well, last year was a wild draft class with quarterbacks.
I know that Alabama quarterback's pretty good. Young, right?
Bryce Young?
Bryce
I
Young,
don't
yeah.
think he's in the draft this year.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's going back.
Oh, see,
Roll Tide.
I don't know nothing about this class.
They lost. Go Dogs.
Rip. Oh no, they won. Right?
They won. They literally won the national championship game. Are you kidding me?
Go Dogs.
You disappoint me more than every day of my life.
I don't watch college football.
It's terrible. It's too bad. It was a good game. But Steelers, yeah, either way, Big Ben's gone. God bless. I am so glad Big Ben's done with this league. I've wanted him out for... When was I born? Not that early, but...
No, come on now.
In between now and then.
He was good for a long stretch. He's still a top 10 QB probably all time. Top 15. Top 15.
I don't like Big Ben.
He's got a Super Bowl. I'd put him higher.
He's actually got two, but
I'd put him higher than Dan Marino.
But he has some off-field...
Yeah, he did some yanking and stuff.
He did some off-field adventures that are frowned upon in today's, in all societies, actually. I would say most. I don't like Big Ben. And he looks like your uncle at the barbecue throwing the football.
Hey, go long.
And then he throws out his shoulder and it goes 5 yards.
I had it back in the day, bro.
Yeah.
Rah. I was a stud in high school.
Yeah, Big Ben was just when he was like, "This is my last game," and everyone's like, "Oh, you mean a lot to Heinz Field." I'm like, I don't care. I do not care about you.
Not Pittsburgh fans.
No, I get that, but like when Aaron Rodgers plays the last game, I'll be like, "Dang, that's too bad." Like he was fun to watch. Or like when Peyton Manning. I mean, even though he was just, it was good.
We were
for
the
him to
back
walk
end
away.
of his career.
But still, there's certain guys where it's like, you know what? I'm glad I got to watch you. Big Ben, I'm like, I could care less. I do not care. I know we're supposed to be talking about the future of the NFL. The future looks very bright because Big Ben is not in it.
I don't even know how to.
Who do you shout out to?
I don't know.
Shout out to the Steelers for finally being like, Ben, you gotta go. You've got to go.
As long as they don't replace him with Mason Rudolph, because I think after that one stint, I was like, bro, this guy is garbage.
My God, draft somebody in the 7th round.
Then again, they also didn't have an O-line for him either.
I do not care.
I'm just trying to.
Mason Rudolph sucks. The fact that Big Ben was still playing means Mason Rudolph sucked.
Yeah.
Mason Rudolph is garbage. He's worse than Jared Stidham, and Jared Stidham sucks.
Could be worse. They still have Dwayne Haskins on the roster. And he was a number 2 overall draft pick.
No, he wasn't. He fell. He was the 15th pick by Washington.
15th. He was the second quarterback. That's what it was.
No. Daniel Jones was taken with the 6th pick. Anyway, Dwayne Haskins isn't a physical ability thing. It's a work. He just is not. He does not have the mentality. He does not have the mentality to be an NFL quarterback.
Either way.
Future of the league looks bright overall, though, in the quarterback position. Very excited.
They're going to be moving around a lot.
Flashback about 7 years ago when Brock Osweiler was in a top 5 quarterback situation. I'm so glad we are past that. There was one point it's like you have Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, and Tom Brady. That was it. And not that I not knocking them, but I'm like, this is it. Went from that to absolute garbage.
The market is saturated.
I love it because it means everybody can at least have a quarterback that knows how to play football.
Yeah, it makes
that's the bar. That's the bar. I just remember. Wow, I love... Oh, Brock Osweiler's got prime time again. Yay. No, but, like, what are we? The league has such a bright future for the quarterback position. I mean, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes showed it. That's Herbert. Even, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, even though he showed he is not ready for... Joe Burrow. I love Joe Burrow. I hope it's Bengals.
Oh, my Super Bowl prediction, just because, little ways out. This is before the AFC Championship, by the way. Bengals.
Rams.
I think Bengals Rams. Yeah.
I would like Bengals Rams.
Bengals are winning the Bowl.
At this point, I would love to watch Joe Burrow win a Super Bowl.
Bengals are winning the Bowl.
I would love it. I would absolutely love it. Future of the NFL looks bright. Enjoying it every step of the way. Big Ben's gone.
Enjoying it every step of the way.
Just God bless everything about the future of the NFL. God bless America.
Tell your friends. like, comment, subscribe, share. Let us know what you think.
You know the drill.
Come on now.
We out.
Seacrest out.